It is 8:02. I'm a couple of minutes late, but I'm going to be honest. We're on spring break. It's okay. And I had to finish fresh coffee, which, listen, as often as I do coffee talk, do you know how often I have fresh coffee? 0% of the time. It's usually like a 2-3 hour old cup that's been reheated. So to me, that was a priority on my spring break. I've got the next couple of days off. And what am I doing on my first day of vacation? Hanging with you, friends. And guess what I'll be doing at 3:30 this afternoon? Hanging with you. Guess what I'll be doing tonight? If the weather looks bad, hanging with Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi in the Weather Center. Yeah, we've got some rough weather. So the top two things right off the top I want to make sure you know about is the showers and thunder showers approaching us. But after that, oh, is it looking good for our spring break? And if you are looking ahead to spring break, maybe for next week, your students are out off of school, then we've got you covered as well. We just want to make sure you've got everything you need to know. That's what Coffee Talk is. Get you up, get you out of bed, hopefully get your day started off on the right note, and updated with the very latest in the world of weather. Outside we go this morning. It is gorgeous over Disney Springs. Temperatures are looking good. We have continued to bring those temps up little by little from Sunday morning to yesterday morning to this morning. It's 66 degrees in Orlando. It's 63 degrees in Leesburg, 61 in Ocala. But of course, temperatures are kind of playing backseat compared to our radar imagery. Let's take a look and see what's doing on our live radar. And very clearly, there are rains moving into town. Just take a look. You can see it very clearly off to the west, even some pockets of heavier rain marching here into Marion County. You can see around Ocala, out toward Dunellen, Fellowship, some pretty decent pockets of rain. The good news, we're not tracking any rotation or anything like that. We take a look at the velocity channels. There's not much wind. This is just nice, heavy rainfall, okay? Widening the perspective out further to the south into Sumter County. The villages, Lady Lake, Leesburg, out toward Rutland. We're watching those rains coming on through. Little pocket of heavier rain exiting Rutland. We'll be working over toward the villages, Lake Weir, Weirsdale, Bellevue. Further to the south, Bushnell seeing some rainfall, and you can kind of see even further out into the Gulf of Mexico, more and more rains where that came from. So through the day today, it's going to be at times a day featuring showers and thunder showers. What we're tracking now isn't even the opportunity for stronger storms. The storm threat is still off to the west. You can see that storm system kind of dropping out of Texas and Arkansas. That's going to be getting down into the Gulf of Mexico, firing up storms and marching our direction. So the rains we're seeing now, that's just kind of the fun shower activity. That's not the big deal. When we look to the overall picture, okay, here's where we're at. A couple of showers around, nice warmer temperatures, nice breeze. We're going to be out and about enjoying our day. Perfect. Tonight into tomorrow morning, that's going to be that first threat for strong to severe storms as that storm system approaches us. And yes, we're going to take a look at our Futurecast model here in just a couple of moments' time. Then tomorrow during the day, we kind of have a little bit of a break and it's okay. Then tomorrow evening, there's yet another threat for strong to severe storms. And then looking ahead to late tomorrow, the storms are going to be clearing and we're going to be looking much, much better. So yeah, today and tomorrow are what we call first warning weather days. What does that mean? That means that the weather could get strong and will impact you and your family. So let's get right to our Futurecast model and just kind of see where we're at. First off, the models have done a terrible job of initializing the shower activity this morning. I'm not going to lie. I woke up. Granted, I went to bed early last night. Woke up at about 7 o'clock this morning, which for me is super late. I'm usually out of the house by 7, but woke up at 7 this morning and saw the rain, and I was like, oh, okay. So models don't have a great grasp on that, but that actually could stabilize our atmosphere, which isn't a bad thing. Here's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're doing fine. We're going to keep the mention of showers here or there, but notice how through 8, 9 o'clock, we're starting to get those storms marching. And that's when that upper level energy gets in. And that's when I think that I'm going to be hanging out in the weather center with the chief today, just watching these storms, because we do like to have team coverage when there's bad weather. Fresh coffee is so much better. Good gravy. Stephanie, timing on storms today and tomorrow. We have swim lessons in Orange City at 4:30 every day. So we're doing that now. I think 4:30 today, there'll be a few isolated showers. We'll continue future cast beyond. We're at 10 p.m. tonight. But you can see by about, I'd say 6, 7 o'clock, we start to get some popcorn showers and thunder showers developing. Here's 10 p.m. tonight. That's when the stuff really starts to ramp up, okay? And 10, 11, 12, you can kind of see those nastier storms. Could it just be very heavy rainfall? Sure. Flooding is a concern. But it also could be something that's a little bit more. So certainly we need to keep tabs on that. 1, 2 a.m. watching those very heavy rains around. And then by about 3, 4 o'clock, you can kind of see the rains moving. So the timing has shifted backwards just a little bit, okay? Hey, does that mean that I'll be working an overnight shift? It's possible. We'll have to figure that out. I don't want to be at work 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. if I can help it, but if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. Debbie says coffee is life in the morning anyway. That's true. That's true. All right, so 4 a.m., it's kind of exiting. Then we just keep some moisture around through the day tomorrow. Watch through time how into the afternoon, once again tomorrow, 3, 4, 5. Now, tomorrow looks to be a bit of an earlier start. 6, kind of the next opportunity for some of those stronger storms to be around. And then as it moves out, by 7 o'clock, we're going to be looking much, much better. So I think that our timeline is right on par here. Okay, tonight, overnight into tomorrow morning, the threat is there for the strong to severe storms. Then again, tomorrow afternoon, the threat is there for some strong to severe storms. And then by tomorrow late, it moves out. Mario, good morning, Eric. Can you please tell us if there's any rotation for tonight? When we look to the threats, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. For tonight, I think that the tornado threat's pretty low. I think that the straight line winds are going to be our bigger concern. And I would venture to add, if I were to upgrade anything here and say there's more of a threat of you than is listed, I would say hail. The threat of hail may be a little higher. The models have trended that way. I took a quick peek this morning at that. Let's look at our future cast in those modes. All right, so let's start here. So you can see there's some shear and instability coming in. And you can kind of see these little ripples out west, there. That's the model just showing that, yeah, there's some little pieces of energy, not a ton, but you know, you can kind of see weak rotation, okay? Not a ton, but there is some weak rotation, okay? So there's that. That's number one. Let's look at the hail product. Yeah, you can kind of see some of those pinks showing up, especially south. So again, it's not a major thing, but there's definitely some instability. There's definitely some instability. The question is, how does the atmosphere take that into account? We'll say. All right. So for today, technically it's today, but we'll just say for tonight. For late this, like this evening, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we're under a level 1 risk for strong to severe storms, which means isolated, which means out of all these storms around, 1 or 2 or 3, one little pocket here or there by themselves does have an opportunity to get into the strong or severe category, okay? And so that's why we're watching this very, very closely. All right, so I just want to make sure we keep our eyes on that. Debbie says I have to drive to Orlando Airport tonight, then drive to Tampa in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, well, there'll be some storms around depending on exact timings. Kimberly, good morning. All rain just started in Hernando County. Kimberly, good morning to you. Libby's asking about the tornado threat for tomorrow. I think, again, the tornado threat's pretty low. But, we have to remember in Florida, and every time we hire a new meteorologist, with the exception of Alex Alisi, because he went to college here, he worked here for a while before on air. He has a very similar career path to me. But, like when we brought Kellyanne on, when we brought Cam on, when we brought Kyle Gravlin on forever ago, the one thing that I always say is, like, Florida is going to Florida. You know, like just because we have a 1 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms, given the just overall, you know, topography and the way that everything rolls here, just given that fact, you can't discount any severe threat. Case in point, and I was saying this to Cam yesterday, okay? So like here we are today, we are under a level 1 risk for strong to severe storms, okay? The 1998 tornado outbreak, the deadliest, was a level 2. Conversely, I can recall like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even like 4 or 5 years ago, I can recall Central Florida being under a level 5 risk for strong to severe storms. And nothing happened, okay? It's not that we're bad at forecasting, because we've gotten pretty darn good at it. It's just that Florida's going to Florida. It's like we are our own world. So just because it's a level 1, don't discount it. That's all I'm trying to say. And no, this is not hype. My friends, if you've watched me long enough, you know that I do not hype. I'm going to give it to you straight, though. You know, I've done weather in Florida for 20 years, which sucks to say, by the way. Just lets you know how old you're getting. Carolyn, how common are microbursts around here? Yeah, we get some good downdrafts and microbursts. Especially, like, think about it. During the summertime, when those storms get to like 50,000 feet and then they start collapsing, boom goes the dynamite. Yeah. Shauna, Thursday looking good. My work is having grand opening at Lady Lake. Well, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast, and then we can get back into the meat and potatoes of this. All right? Shauna, you ask and you shall receive, my dear. So here's what we're at. Okay, so for today, late day showers and storms. Tomorrow, we've got kind of the showers and storms exiting early. Then we've got a little bit of a break, and then we've got more thunderstorm activity expected in the afternoon, which is why both Tuesday and Wednesday are highlighted in red. Those are denoting first warning weather days, meaning the threat is there for strong to severe storms, okay? We are watching it for you. We are always posting, okay? There's that. Thursday, looking outstanding. Although, when is St. Patrick's Day? Isn't it Thursday? Oh, I bet she didn't update that graphic. Good gravy. Yeah, she didn't update the non-sponsored version. Oh, Cam, let me do it for you. Although she already taped her stuff. I bet she didn't even realize. Let me just shift that over. Save. She's going to see it update in her show, and she's going to be like, oh, my goodness, I forgot. I just opened a new tab, and I don't even remember what I was looking for, so my apologies. How is Beachside and Brevard? I mean, we're all looking at the threat for these strong to severe storms. Let's see here. Jackie, I love how I can judge when to unplug my stupid inflatable yard decorations because you give so much notice when storms are coming and I don't have to be out there in high winds. Thank you very much, Jackie. I appreciate it. I'm like, what's happening here now? Jan says, well, we do have a man named after. Yeah, Florida man. It's so true. It is so true. Yeah. Marie, good morning. Listening mode. That's okay. Glenda, you are my favorite weatherman. You seem happy with your profession. You're so informative. Thank you very much. Vanessa says you aren't old. You're just well seasoned. Well, the wrinkles are starting to develop. My father-in-law was talking about how he's got like, I'm going to paraphrase here. He was saying how you get older and your body changes. And he was talking about old man hands. And I'm like, everything you're pointing out, I have. Eesh. Debbie says how old you're getting, but look how amazing your transition has been. Not older, but better. Oh, thank you. See, but you only gave 3 stars, not 5. I'm just teasing. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Frank says my anniversary is Wednesday. Oh, my gosh. All the Burris anniversaries. It's wild. Nilda says call airport for delays and cancellations. Well, and as you say that, I'm getting notifications about it. So let's talk about that. At Orlando International Airport right now, the delays, the cancellations are just starting, as a matter of fact. Due to traffic management initiatives and weather, the delays are running 15 to 30 minutes. Let's see if it reflects that here. Yeah, 15 to 30 minutes. All right, so because of the weather, Orlando International Airport already starting to slow things down. When we look out to the rest of the southeastern United States, though, we are the ones that stick out. The rest of the southeast looks good. By the way, if you are traveling, just worth noting, the other airports are fine. It is literally just home sweet home, Orlando International Airport, running about 15 to 30 minutes time. And in terms of flights, that has only thus far impacted about 14 flights, though there are 2 cancellations. So yes, check with your air carrier, as this is going to be more and more of a player. Chris Pierce, good morning to you, sir. Shauna, good morning. Carolyn, have you hit 40 yet? That's when the body really starts falling apart. I am 37. I turned 38 in April. And I've heard that you hit 40 and your body starts falling apart. So I'm looking forward to 40, just like I'm looking forward to any opportunity to get older and wiser and all of that. But yeah. All right, so let's take a look at our forecast then for the day. I don't know why the line is flying. Holy cannoli. My Twitter is going absolutely bonkers right now. All right, so here's where we're at in terms of our forecast, okay, friends? So most of the days are looking good. We will have some isolated showers around, but do notice that by dinner time and beyond, especially 9, 10, 11 o'clock, that's when we start firing up those thunderstorms and start looking to the severe threat. So I'll have plenty of time to be with the family today. Then looking ahead to tonight, I'll probably have an awful long night, and maybe we'll just take a nice late morning. My brother Frank says I just turned 50 last month. Yeah, he's my older brother Frank for a reason. I'm 37 and he's 50. But I would say, you know what's so funny? And Frank, you would probably confirm this. You're not the older, wiser one. I'm not saying I am either, and I'm certainly not saying that our youngest brother is, Jason. I don't think we have an older, wiser sibling. There's that. Maxine, good morning. Sure do miss you and all of my schedule. Haven't been able to join, but I haven't forgotten about you. Maxine, that's okay. You join when you can. When you can't, you can't. That's okay. We're taped all day. I mean, it's available online all day taped, so at least there's that. But don't worry. If you can't join, you can't join. Becca, 5-star. Oh, mwah. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Gigi up in Ocala, good morning. See you, Frankie. Jan says I turned 65 in April. Yeah. Annie says I loved my 30s, now 52. I feel like your 30s are when you start being a little wiser, but your body starts saying slow it down. Yeah. Eduardo says weather seems great for the launch of Falcon 9 Starlink this Friday. I think I'm going to go on a date to that one. Heather invited the wife and I to go. I think I'm going to go to that launch, which, probably means that I'll do a Facebook Live because I can't not. Bruce says, wait until you get 60. It's all downhill. But then you can go to the farmers markets, Bruce, and you can give advice. It may not be good advice, but it's free advice, right? Go, be good, Debbie. Terry, good morning. I'll trade ages with you, no problem. I'm 64. I can relate to your remarks about the body starts a downturn. I do believe that that's one of the reasons why, because I hadn't gained weight prior to my bariatric surgery. But my body was starting to fall apart, All right, Chris is asking about rain accumulation. So through Wednesday, the GFS model going with about a half an inch to an inch for most spots, 1 to 2 inches in isolated spots, whereas the European is doing the same, but even saying that some spots could get over 2 inches. I would say based on that, I would probably trust the European model better. But pockets of heavy rain. That's the overall idea, okay? Just wait till you're 70. For all you do is go to the doctor. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's funny. I'm seeing that with my father. He's been in the hospital since December, and once he gets out, I'm like, I do look forward to when he does just have to go to the doctor. I mean, it may be constant and all that, but yeah. Suarez, good morning. I'm going to Tennessee at the end of the month. How's the weather up north that time? Listen. Lovely. I don't know. I'm a Central Florida native. I'm a Florida meteorologist. I just don't know the specifics. I apologize. Elizabeth, my granddaughters are talking about getting old and 30, and I'll be 83 in April. Hang in there, youngins. I love it. See, that's the wisdom that we all need. But but Elizabeth, I know that when you were in your 30s, you were starting to, I think that this is the age where we all realize that we're not invincible, and especially now that I have kids, let me tell you something. I'm realizing my body is tired all the time, and certainly, we know that there's plenty of life, and 83, there's plenty of life. Hell, my grandmother passed away when she was 92. She had plenty of life. She had plenty of life to give still. All you have to do is have one thing, and then it goes. But my grandmother could have lived to 120. I swear. I swear it. Tiffany says the kids make you tired. See, that's what I think it is. I wonder what the percentage of my exhaustion is from the kids. You're probably right. It's probably like 85 or 90%. Granted, I'm about to work an overnight shift randomly on my spring break holiday. So, work does take a toll as well. But, where does that all play in? Maxine, I'm 68. When I turned 30, I thought the world was coming to an end. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think wherever you are, it's realizing that you're not getting any younger, right? Like Jeannie had a very rare opportunity to spend some time with her friends this weekend. And she's like, I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not 25 anymore. I think life helps you. I think life helps you through each of these stages, right? What are those icons on Tuesday and Wednesday? Patty's asking. So those icons mean that we are looking at the threat for strong to severe storms later on. Now, that said, I can promise you I will be here on the social media channels. I can promise you Cam Tran will be with you on TV. She's on literally right now is on WESH and CW18. Whoa! Right? Through 10 a.m., she'll be on CW18, and then on WESH 2 at noon, Chief Meteorologist Tony Minolfi will be on 4, 5, 5:30, 6, 10, and 11. And more than likely, I will be in the office. I'm going to do my spring break thing with the family today. And then more than likely, as these weather conditions continue, I'll be in the office with Tony tonight tracking these storms. Beverly, when the florista recycles again, I will be turning 74. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. I think that's just the best advice, right? Like, just keep on keeping on. Yeah, it's, like I had to go to the hospital for diverticulitis. I had to go have bariatric surgery. I was weighing 300 pounds just about. Like, we all have our things, right? But as long as you just keep on keeping on, keep living that life, we get one shot at life, right? That's why we have to make the most of it. Elizabeth, as someone recently said, you're as young as you'll ever be. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Speaking of the Florista, that is the storm system that is recycling literally as we speak. So let's take a look at the model plots and just kind of get an idea of what that's going to look like, all right? So there we are. There's the Florista firing up over the course of today out in the Gulf of Mexico. But that piece of energy moves in tonight. And at least this model is saying maybe the majority of the instability and shear is up to the north. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We do know we're going to get some storms. And then through tomorrow afternoon, kind of the backside of those storms. And then the Florista clears us out. And we look great for the end of the week. And then again, another little storm system comes in on Friday into Saturday. All right? So that's what we're looking at, my friends. Debbie says do something that makes you happy every day, even amid some stuff that doesn't make you happy. Listen. Today is my day off and I'm working tonight. And I don't mind. I'm working right now and I don't mind. I am so flipping grateful that and I'm not trying to like brag or gawk or whatever you'd call it. I'm so grateful that I found something that calls at every ounce of me. And there's a lot of ounces, you know? I'm so grateful that I can work every day and love it because it's not a day of work to me. I mean, there's days where it's like monotonous, but man. So tonight, okay? Tomorrow afternoon, threat of strong to severe storms. Let's go over the timing once more, okay? And we're going to look at the model in a minute. Today is looking fine. I plan on doing some fun activities with the family, but by this afternoon, I'll be back home, probably getting into the office with Manalfi. Tonight, overnight into tomorrow morning, threat for strong to severe storms, okay? Then for tomorrow, the first part of the day, fine. Afternoon, another opportunity for some stronger storms, okay? Then tomorrow late, it clears out. Let's look at the models once again. I want to look at a different flavor of Futurecast. Because why not? See, this one right off the bat, this one is initialized better. It initialized those morning showers. Look at that, 5, 6 p.m. You can see those storms kind of marching in. Hold on. Yeah, this one seems to have initialized much better. So 5 p.m. So right off the bat, we've got the showers north of town. So, all right, already believing this one more. Already good believing this one more. Let's take it full just so that we can preview it. All right, watch through time here. Showers north kind of gradually clearing out. A couple of showers east coast area. Then by about 6, 7 o'clock, we start to watch those storms firing up out west. 8 p.m., I-75 corridor, showers, thunder showers, firing up 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're going to be watching this moving into the metro. Hold on. Meteorologist Camtran texts me. Oh my gosh. Let me read this exact. I heard you calling me out on my 7-day. I didn't use for my cut-ins. Thank you. Sorry, my dear. To leave you hanging. And I was calling you out in a loving way. I just figured you didn't notice, LOL. Okay. Sorry, when somebody texts from work, I have to stop what I'm doing. All right, so there's 10 p.m. Showers and thunder showers marching right through the metro area, right? That's going to be the time frame. If you live a little west, it's a little before 10. If you live a little east, it's a little after 10. But to me, 10 p.m. is going to be kind of that moment when we start to see those nasty storms marching through the area. And then continuing through time, 11, 12 o'clock out east, right? And then continuing to work out toward the Atlantic waters by about 2 a.m. I like this timing. I think this is about the best. So this is what we're looking at. All right? 10 p.m.-ish. Your producer is going on a mission for some kind of acceptable. You know the best coffee. You know the best coffee. Mwah. Anna, I can't forget to take the umbrella, especially for plans tonight. Becca, probably not going to do much today considering the fact that I sprained my ankle 3 days ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I am going to SeaWorld Thursday afternoon. We're going to get older, whether we like it or not. Yeah, age is a state of mind. You're right, Becca. You're right. You're right. I love that I can still use the Wesh app to get the weather no matter where I am. Isn't that neat? It's programmed that way, yeah. All right, so 10 p.m., my friends. Melissa, long time no see. So good to see you. Hi. Debbie, best coffee. Listen, at home, Pilone. Out, let me tell you something. This is just me being selfish because I am a sugar-free person. Boston Coffee. They've got all these sugar-free things. Oh, my God. It is so good. Carrie says, I get off work at 10. Boo, I'm going to get soaked. You probably are, okay? All right, we'll be posting updates to social media through the day. All right, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you through the day as is needed. And of course, 3:30 Coffee Talk this afternoon. Be there or be square. I'll probably be joining Manolfi in the office later tonight. All right, bye.